Hello, welcome to Handy English by Teacher Oscar. This is Teacher Oscar, and on this video we're going to learn about language and linguistics. What is the definition of a language, and what are the 5 characteristics of language according to George Yule. Before we continue to the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to share it with your acquaintances and friends, and give a like. It's going to be really helpful. Let's go for it. Firstly, linguistics. Linguistics is the study of how humans use languages, spoken and written languages. Okay, so in our video, we're going to be concentrating on the English language. First of all, we need to define what is language. What you're seeing here on your slide is the definition by a linguist named Susan Dort. Susan Dort says that the language is the particular form of words and speech used by the people of a country, area, or social group. Another definition also provided by Susan Dort is that language is the method of human communication using spoken or written words. Okay, then we have a theorist named George Yule. George Yule states that there are 5 different characteristics in the human language, which are displacement, arbitrariness, productivity, cultural transmission, and duality. These 5 characteristics of human language belong to all languages, so not only to the English language, but to all languages. And which are these characteristics? Let's take a look at displacement first. This is the ability to use the language to talk about times, moments, places, people, other than the here and now, meaning when we have the ability to talk about the future or talk about the past, and to be able to understand about those terms and concepts. This is called displacement because we are not talking about the here and now, but about abstract concepts. Then we have arbitrariness. This means that it says here, there is generally no natural inherent relationship between the signs we produce and their meaning. Basically, we're talking about writing. In some languages, we're going to use some letters or some cryptographics, just like Japanese, for example, or Chinese with their symbologies, and that will mean something for the people who speak that language. But at the same time, it doesn't mean anything for the people who speak languages like English or Spanish. And if we take a look at the Hebrew language, for example, we see the concepts in the letters, the alphabet of Hebrew language, it has concepts instead of letters. So this is called arbitrariness, that we will be able to attach meaning to a cryptographic. Okay. Then we have productivity. It says this is the characteristic of human language that allows us to continuously create new utterances. An utterance is a spoken sentence. So it says there, we are able to combine building bricks, meaning lexical sets or words or phrases, in order to create something new. Just like we talked in the History of English lesson, stating about William Shakespeare creating more than 2,000 new idioms and words. Well, that ability has to do with productivity, to be able to produce new words, new concepts with the sounds that we have. The next characteristics of human language is cultural transmission. It says it is referred to how languages are acquired, how we transmit the language. And it says there is an assumption that there is no genetic component which will enable a child to simply start speaking at a certain age. Okay, we're talking about George Yule characteristics and his own research. Cultural transmission, then, we will see later when we talk about Noam Chomsky, who will state that we have something that is called universal grammar, which is an innate ability in our brain to produce any language, even if we haven't been exposed to that language. But according to George Yule, just for this lesson, George Yule says that there is nothing that says or that proves that we can produce a language without being exposed to that language. So we need to be exposed, according to Yule, we need to be exposed to the language so we can start speaking. Finally, the last characteristic of human language, according to George Yule, is duality. Duality is also called double articulation. And it refers to two separate layers of language working together. It says it provides us with a pool of sounds which we can combine. And if we had them in isolation, we will not give any meaning. And at the same time, we have an unlimited number of sounds that if we put together, we can create new words. Also, this duality may mean that in some languages we have words or sounds that will mean nothing in another language. And well, that is called duality, and this is language. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and see you next time.